This recording is for educational purposes only. Kiki, are you okay with being recorded?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, after I return this into my professor, she'll return it back to me and then it'll be deleted. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And we begin. Okay, so, hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
What's your name?
Kiki.
What's your last name?
Alonzo.
Okay, hi, Kiki. And what grade are you in?
Well, I'm going into 4th.
You're going into 4th grade. Awesome. And what are you here to talk to me about today?
My math.
What about math?
My problems with math.
Okay, and can you explain to me what your problems are with math? Can you give me an idea?
Yeah. So, like, I'm really, well, when I'm, like, when I'm doing a test or something,
Uh-huh.
like, I just, like, pause and I can't really think about it.
You can't think about the test?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
like, I can't think about, like, the problem. I'm just, like, it's kind of hard to explain.
Would you say that you get distracted?
Well, but not, yeah.
Or do you get nervous?
Like, I get nervous.
Okay, so you think that maybe during a test that you pause and that maybe you get nervous?
Yeah.
And so then you can't think about what you're doing on the test?
Mhm.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So can you give me an example of when was the last time this happened?
When we were taking a division
A
test.
division test. Okay. And so in 3rd grade, you're going to 3rd grade? You're going to 4th grade?
Yeah.
Okay. In 3rd grade math, you learn about multiplication, division. What else?
Well, we reviewed addition and subtraction
Reviewed.
just to see if you know it.
Okay. Now, did this happen on all your tests, would you say, or would you say it happened only on a couple of them?
Well, on only like a couple.
Okay.
Not all of them.
And could you think of what was maybe happening during those tests? Like, was like there a distraction in the classroom?
No.
Did you maybe not study well enough?
No.
No, you studied?
Mhm.
Okay. Did you maybe not feel that you were as good in that, like in the division one?
Not really.
Not really? So you felt like you knew the information?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So could you tell me what you think maybe could cause you to be nervous?
Yeah.
What?
Wait, what?
What do you think maybe caused you to be nervous? Like, why were you nervous?
That, that I might fail the test or something.
Okay. And why were you nervous that you were going to fail the test?
Because, my mom might take away my TV time or something.
Okay, so you were scared of the consequences
Yeah.
if you failed the test. But why did you feel you were going to fail the test? Did you feel like you were going to fail the test? Excuse me.
Kind of.
Okay, and why did you feel like that?
I don't know.
Did you study for it?
Yeah.
Did you study a lot for it?
Yeah.
Did you feel like you knew the material?
Some of it.
Okay. What maybe didn't you feel like you knew?
I don't really know. Like some of the facts or something.
Okay. So did the test have like vocabulary on it, or was it just math
It
problems?
was just like problems.
Okay. And so the other test, so you've said that it happens not all the time, but sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay. And so do you notice, you know what a pattern is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you noticed on the test that you felt that you got nervous on? Okay. Do you know, was there a pattern of anything going on?
No.
No. You studied for all of them?
Yeah.
You studied a lot for all of them?
Well, some of them, like, I would just, like, forget, and then I would do it, like, over time the next day.
Okay.
So,
You would forget what? How to do the problem?
no, like, I would forget, like, to study sometimes because I'm, like, playing outside and I lose track of time.
Okay.
So the next day I study even more, like, than I'm supposed to.
Oh, okay. So you study like over the week. You don't just study like the day before.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's a very good job. You're supposed to study more than one day. Okay. So all these tests that you felt that you got nervous, you know, would it be different problems that maybe, was it like multiplication and division, or was it like the addition and subtraction, or Was it things that you felt were easier for you or things that you felt were harder for you?
Things that I felt were like, well, sometimes easier and, well, mostly easier or like sometimes harder.
Sometimes harder? So there was no pattern in whether or not you were well prepared or whether you knew the information?
No.
Okay. So do you have any theories or any ideas as to why you got nervous?
Not really.
Not really? Does this happen in other subjects?
Well, not a lot.
Not a lot?
Well, like, it's very rare that it happens in other subjects. It's
Okay.
usually in math, though.
It's usually in math. And do you like math?
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Is math one of your favorite subjects?
No.
No? What's your favorite subject?
I like science.
Science. Ooh, science is cool. So, what, do you get nervous during your science test ever?
No.
Never?
It's probably because I like it a lot, so I don't really know why.
So it's maybe because you like it a lot, you feel like it's easier?
Yeah.
Okay. And so what would you say is your least favorite subject?
I don't really know.
You don't really know? Would
I don't
math be
really-
one of them?
No, math is kind of like in between.
Math is kind of in between. Okay. So, would math be one of your favorites? Like, one of your higher, like, closer to your favorites, or would it be lower, closer to your least favorites?
I said it's like in between.
In between?
So, yeah.
But it's not like, it's not one of your, like, ones that you like at all?
Yeah.
Like, you like it more, or you like it less?
Yeah, it's not like that.
Okay, got it. Okay, so it sounds like, if you really like science, then maybe you're not nervous because you really feel like you know it.
Yeah.
When you take a test for science, can you think about how you feel when you take that test?
Well, I feel like good because, like, I don't know why, like, I try to keep my hopes up that I'm gonna pass it,
Okay,
but, like, yeah.
okay. And do you study about the same for all your subjects, like for science and for math?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like, yeah. But, like, science, I know, like, a lot about because, like,
It comes
yeah.
easier to you?
Yeah, it comes, like, faster and easier to me.
Uh-huh.
So it's, like, kind of easier.
So you don't have to study as much?
Yeah.
Okay. So, for math then, do you feel the same way when you take a test for math that you feel during science?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? Are those the times that you're not nervous?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
And
I'm
so
not always nervous.
You're not always nervous. So the times that you are nervous, you don't feel the way that you feel when you take the science test?
Yeah.
You don't feel hopeful?
Well, I try to, but,
Okay.
like, it doesn't really, like, occur to me. Like,
Okay. So you have a harder time being hopeful?
yeah.
Okay. And what do you think that you could do to maybe help yourself feel more hopeful when you take a math test so you can feel like the way you do when you take a science test?
Sing my favorite song
Sing your favorite song?
in my head.
Obviously, you can't
Yeah.
disturb the students next to you. And what's that favorite song?
I really like any song by Nicki Minaj.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you can sing that in your head?
Yeah.
Now, is the singing the song in your head going to distract you from taking the test?
No.
No?
Like, it just, like, I don't know why, but, like, so when I'm studying, I also listen to music, so
Uh-huh.
it's, like, and then, like, when I'm studying for science, I do that, too. So it's, like, well, I don't know why, but it just concentrates me on it. Like, I'm just, like, because it, like, relaxes me.
Oh.
So, like, it just calms me down, so then I just read it, like,
Oh, okay, and you feel
Yeah.
that... Uh-huh.
But, like, when I'm studying, I, like, keep it low so it's not that loud. So
Okay.
I pay attention.
And so if you sing it, maybe it'll do something similar?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else that maybe you could try?
I don't really know.
You don't really know? When I was in school, I used to get nervous during tests too.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I had something called test anxiety, because I knew my stuff, right? But then when I would take a test, I would get nervous. So I'm going to give you some examples of some of the things that I try. And what I think that we could do is that since it comes with math and it doesn't seem to come with other subjects, it's very rare, you said, right? And it doesn't always happen with math.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe if we don't really know exactly what causes it, maybe we can start looking, having a better idea, to kind of keep in mind what's causing it. So maybe like whenever you take a math test and you feel nervous, okay, you can keep in mind what's different about maybe your body or what's going on in your mind that's different, okay, and that you don't like and that's making you feel nervous. You think you could do that?
Yeah.
Okay, and then maybe after the test you can write it down. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to give you a journal. Okay, we'll call it your test journal. Okay? And in that journal, you can write down after the test that you feel like you get nervous in, you can write down what you felt and how what your mind was saying to you and things like that. Okay? And then maybe after a science test or two, you can just do it for 1 or 2 tests in science.
Okay.
After you take your test, you can write down what you felt during those tests. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds like a good idea.
Sounds like a good idea? Okay. And then I'm going to teach you some techniques that we could do, right? That you could do during your test. Okay? And you can try those when you're feeling nervous during a test. And then in about a week or two, okay, after you've had your next test, I'll call you in and we can talk about it.
Okay.
And we can follow up. Okay? So I'm going to give you a pass, okay, that you can come in whenever you want after your next test.
Okay.
Okay? So let's talk about the techniques that you can use. Okay? The first thing that I find that works really well is breathing. Okay, so why don't you sit back?
Yeah,
Okay.
I tried that.
You've
too.
tried that? Okay, well I'm going to teach you how to breathe correctly. Okay? So sit back. Put your feet down. Okay? Relax. Okay, and I'm going to tell you to breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. But we're going to count. Okay? So you're going to breathe in and fill your lungs up. Okay? And count to 3. Now breathe out slowly through your mouth. And count to 3. Okay? Try it again. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Okay? How's that feel? Does that feel like it calms you down a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, and we just did it twice, so I'm not going to do much right now. But if you do it a couple of times, maybe you do it 3 or 4 times, okay? Maybe you'll feel like it'll relax you. Okay, if you feel that breathing out through your mouth is distracting, okay, or you feel a little bit embarrassed by doing that, then you could just breathe out through your nose. Okay? And you don't have to worry about anybody else. You just sit in your chair, you put your hands on your lap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Another thing that you can do, okay, you said that the listening or singing your song in your head might help. Okay? But you can also say positive remarks to yourself.
Like you can you can pass this test.
Yeah. Or try, I can pass this test. Talking to yourself, right? So in your head you say, I can do this. I know this.
Okay.
Right? If you studied, then you know it.
Yeah.
Okay? So when you can think of like, I can do this, I studied. And then you can try to think back, okay, if I have a problem, and I did the problem just like this when I was studying, what did I do?
That sounds like another idea.
You think you can do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else that you're nervous about?
No.
No? You think that you can try those things?
Yeah.
Okay, so in your journal, I'm going to write down what you're going to practice and what you're going to do so you don't forget it. Okay? So you're going to try breathing during your test. Okay? You're going to practice saying positive remarks, okay, or positive comments to yourself, like, I can do this. Okay? And I remember doing this as a practice question. Okay? You can try singing your song.
Oh, yeah. And also sometimes, well, this isn't really about the math.
Okay, let's finish the math first and then we'll talk about it. You mind?
Yeah.
Okay. So then they're also going to sing your favorite song in your head if you feel nervous. Okay? And then after at least one science test that you feel great about, okay, you're going to write down how you felt. And then after 1 or 2 math tests, okay, or any test that you feel nervous on, it doesn't have to be math, okay, you're going to write down how you felt differently. Okay, and then we'll talk about it and see what we can do from there. Okay, now does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah? You feel a little better now?
Yeah.
Okay. What else did you want to talk about?
And sometimes, like, I can't really focus.
Uh-huh.
Well, this is kind of weird, but I can't really